Welcome to Caribbean Insight. We have an explosion of Caribbean videos lined up for you. Tonight, you'll be experiencing international artists displaying the cultural rhythms of soca, calypso, reggae, dancehall, and salsa. So relax, and let's take a ride down the Caribbean.
Caribbean inside, Caribbean inside, Caribbean inside, please check Caribbean inside.
I am Russ Shorty. I am a scientist, a musical scientist. I invented soca so that Caribbean people could have something to identify with wherever they go, any part of the world. Listen, you are viewing Caribbean Insight.
Tribute to Melody we're doing here.
He was a very good entertainer. Like his sobriquet, imply, he had to me, one of the most melodious voices in Calypso, and a great writer at that. As a matter of fact, I dare say that he's one of the most successful Calypsonian out of Trinidad as far as international Calypsos go.
To this great Calypsonian, in my book, some of the sweetest and the greatest melodies I've ever heard. I don't know if that is why they give him that sobriquet, the Lord Melody. But Melody was really a melody man.
Welcome to another episode of Caribbean Insight, the home for culture. And on this edition, we are going to feature some of the works of the late great Lord Melody, writer, composer, and performer of the calypso. Fitzroy Alexander was born 1926 in San Fernando, Trinidad, and grew up in a Belmont Orphanage.
I really thought my eyes were surprisingly.
Now, as a teenager, Fitzroy went to Arima in search for his mother. He became friends with Aldwyn Roberts. And when Aldwyn got his sobriquet from the Calypso fraternity as Lord Kitchener, Fitzroy assumed the name Lord Livingston to perform calypso battles with Kitchener. The Calypso tent manager changed Fitzroy's sobriquet to Lord Melody. Lord Melody became popular and performed in all the Calypso tents: the House of Lords, Victory, Original Young Brigade, and the Review, where he was the MC. Late 1940s, his mentor, Calypso warrior, fraternal friend and brother, the Lord Kitchener, left for London.
Run to the river of Jordan.
That blow left the Lord Melody musically wounded, but the hits kept coming. In 1948, his popularity soared with Cane and Barrow.
The leader was giving a lecture. He said, "Good morning, brethren and sisterin."
And in 1949, Glory Mama Glory.
And I beg you to listen to this precious lecture. Same time my sister shout, "Oh Lord, look, Sergeant Caesar in the squad. The squad coming down full 40. You know I bend down and I snatch up the money with the glory, mama, glory. Don't look back, sister, the police behind me. Glory, mama, glory. Gotta run to the river."
Here comes composer, the uncrowned Calypso King, doing Melody's 1951 hit, Jonah and the Bake.
Well, a Baptist preacher living peacefully with 4 little children in Belafonte. A Baptist living peacefully with 4 little children in Belafonte. His job was selling sweepstake. So one evening he rose up some bake, wake up in the night, find a bake missing. So he wake up the children inquiring. He said, "Jonah,
Yes, sir.
you thief a bake here." One gone, one gone, When the power fly up in the old man head, he snatch a bet and nearly kill the poor children dead. Whoop! Well, I living next door, look a trembling. So I run by me neighbor and I start bawling. Good Lord, neighbor Wimberly, I beg you to have mercy. That didn't help the situation. With this ignorant man, he beat them like he thought he was beating a snake, just because he was short of a Johnny Big. He said, Freddie!
Yes, God.
You thief a baker!
No, God.
One gone. One gone. When the power fly up in the old man head, he snatch a bet and nearly kill the poor children dead. What?
But he had magic, man, and his style of singing was beautiful.
Lord Melody's popularity blossomed for the next 2 decades, and his hits kept coming.
Due to the present term situation, I met a girl living up in Boston. Due to this present term situation, I live a girl living up in Boston. When I gone to work, the girl gone to fete. I get the talk from Elizabeth. Elizabeth tell me, most definitely, a fella does pass home and does whistle she.
Melody won the Calypso contest in 1954 with Second Spring. His song, The Milkman, had him touring the entire Caribbean.
The milkman, milkman in town, the milkman, show me down, taking a pint of milk daily. The milkman tackled me lady, when I come from work in the evening, my youngest son started bawling. Daddy, the milkman came today, so mommy chased me away. Daddy, when I come back home I see, who could it be?
The milkman.
Who could it be?
The milkman. Who could it be? The milkman.
Who
Who could it be? The milkman.
He kept on relating how I had to tell him, shut up now. My wife said, don't mind the mule, he is always playing the fool. What really occurred this morning? The milkman came, rain was falling, so I had to give him a shelter. This son of yours have no behavior. Daddy, the milkman came today, so mommy chased me away. Daddy, when I come back home I see, whom could it be?
The milkman.
Whom could it be?
The milkman. Who could it be? The milkman. Who could it be? The milkman.
In vexation, I stamped my foot. I had to hit she a couple put. Murder, the mopsy shout with a right hand straight to mouth. You take my house for a stable. Mabel, you too miserable. You like too much bad milk, my baby. bad milk shot to swell up your belly. Daddy, the milkman came today. So mommy, chase me away. Daddy, when I come back home I see, who could it be?
The milkman. Who could it be? The milkman.
Let me sing along with that now.
Who could it be? The milkman.
Hey,
Who could it be? The milkman.
who could it be?
The milkman.
Who could it be?
The milkman.
Thank you.
Who could it be? The milkman. Who could it be? The milkman. Who could it be?
Hey!
Who could it be? The milkman.
In 1955, Lord Melody sang about the Hurricane Janet that crushed our Caribbean neighbors.
Hey, Janet, I beg your heart. Janet, not Trinidad. Janet, I beg your heart. Janet, not Trinidad. You blow away the whole of Grenada. Same fate, the Barbadian suffer. Every day, read the evening news. Enough to make a man jump out his shoes. Janet hide in the mountain. Janet licked down a million billion. Janet's sister was Katie. Janet blow away the whole of Miami.
And in 1956, he was one of the chosen Calypsonians to entertain Princess Margaret on her visit to Trinidad and Tobago.
You love me, yes or no? Why you just treat me so? You love me, yes or no? Why you just treat me so? Darling, it's jealousy. You mean too much to me. Why you do stop running around? Let us get married and settle down. The way you kiss me like Romeo. Don't ever leave me. Don't let me go. I love you, Melody. Please leave a baby. Please do. The image of you. Darling, I love you.
Saturday night, you came in 2:30. You didn't have a cent, so I couldn't pay the rent. You romanced me, I was very pleased with you. Melo, start buying your toy. I feel I am having a baby boy. The way you kiss me like Romeo. Don't ever leave me, don't let me go. I love you, Melody. Please leave a baby, please do. The image of you.
Darling, I love you. You minding people mouth, telling you others knock about, and that ain't fair to me. I love you sincerely. I always feel for you. Ruby, you know it's true. I never cut your romance short yet. Morning, evening, noon, and night.
You are watching Caribbean Inside TV, where history flows and knowledge grows. WhatsApp your auntie and your uncle, text your friends, and share it with your pussy. Great news! Remember, the subscription is absolutely free. So hit the red button, and I'll be right back with much more.
Melody was one who I tried to be like in terms of phrasing and tempo and that kind of thing. He had a bounce there that was out of this world.
Greetings from TNT. I am Tigress.
This is the original dance master.
This is Marshall Montana.
I'm Brother Valentino.
This is Marcia Miranda.
Caribbean Inside. Yes, I watch them all the time. They're bad.
Caribbean Inside really is dynamite. Caribbean Inside really super was spite. Caribbean Inside enjoy day or night. Caribbean Inside really is dynamite.
That same year, Harry Belafonte recorded Lord Melody's Boo Boo Man and Shame and Scandal.
Daddy can be ugly, so shut your mouth, move away.
Shame and Scandal became an international hit with over 40 foreign groups dabbling with the song. The American groups liked the stylistics.
Shame, 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 shame and scandal in the family.
The Blues Busters.
Misery, shame and scandal.
Sean Elliott.
Woe is me. Shame and scandal in the family.
Lee Curtis. Merrymen. Peter Tosh. And Madness from Europe.
I say, oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. I say, oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. Put down in Trinidad, there was a family with much confusion, as you will see. A mama and a papa and a boy who was grown. He wanted to marry and find a wife of his own. That's right. He found a girl, she suited him nice. He went to his father to ask his advice. What's up, boy? His father said, son, I have to say no, cause the girl is your sister, but your mama don't know. Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. I said, oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. But in the weeks went by and the summer came down. Soon the best girl on the island he found. He went to his father to make it a date. His father shook his head and through the sea did say, you can't marry that girl. I'll have to say no, cause the girl is your sister, but your mama don't know. Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. Yes, it's misery, shame and scandal in the family. Let's have some trombone. He covered his head. He told his mum what his father had said. His mother, she laughed. She said, go man, go. Your daddy ain't your daddy, but your daddy don't know. Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. I say, oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. Yes, it's misery and shame and scandal in the family. Yes, it's.
In 1957, Melody shocked the Calypso fraternity with his ditty, Cowboy Sparrow.
Sparrow, you should use a gun. You could have fight him man to man and done. Slinger, why you use the gun? You could have fight him man to man and done. You was in love with the man wife, and so the man pull out the knife. If he had done the same to you, it's the same blasted thing you would have do. Attention, listen everyone. Shooting like Bill Buckaroo in the town. The son of a cat and those Grenadian. Sparrow, you should use your head. The mister could have fallen on that provocation. It's not very nice, but I maintain you should have think twice. Suppose the shot went through his heart, it would have been murder from the start. Luck beat over, that's what they say. Otherwise, you wouldn't be alive today. Attention, listen everyone. Shooting like a madman all over town. The son of a cat and those Grenadian. ashamed. From now on, do not call my name. Our friendship has finally ended. Criminal, don't call me no friend. No wonder every calypso you make me a blasted pappy show. Your aim was to shoot me popular, and your only arrival, you murderer. Attention, listen everyone. King gunslingers into the town, and he's shooting like a madman all over town. They surround him with big stick and stone. 20 men to him alone, defenseless. When he tried to run, they surround him. He pull out the gun. He never meant to do no harm, not even shoot him in his arm. He tried to scare them with a gun. It's the same thing any man with a gun. Attention, listen everyone. Shooting like Bill Buckaroo in the town. Put him in the hands of immigration.
Here is Power with his tribute to Lord Melody doing his 1960 hit Iceman.
Ice, ice. Let me hear you.
All ice, hard ice, all kind of ice in your eyes.
Sweet cry in the city really does amuse me. Sweet cry in the city really does amuse me. Sharp me knife and scissors.
Sharp me knife and scissors.
And piwa, piwa, piwa.
Sweet, sweet piwa.
But the greatest one of them all is when I hear the Iceman call. What?
Ice, ice.
Let me hear you.
All ice.
Yes, sir. All ice. All kind of ice.
So you need to subscribe to keep our culture and history alive. Remember, subscription is absolutely free. So while you look for that red subscribe button, I'll do this.
Melody had a falsetto that was just quite as good.
Son of ugly animal.
I don't know why Ma pick you are tall. Disco mode in me every day.
I'm the Lord Kitchen.
This is Rootsman.
This is Sanel Dempsey.
My name is Winston Bailey, better known as Shadow.
This is Calypsonian Squeezy.
I watch no other but Caribbean Inside.
Caribbean Inside really is dynamite. Caribbean Inside really super was spite. Caribbean Inside enjoy day or night. Caribbean Inside really is dynamite.
Here comes the ever popular Lord Melody, Calypso King of 1954, and still champ, coming to tell you this time that he is the creature from Black Lagoon. Now remember, 55 he was the ugly animal. 56, Mama look a boo-boo day. This time it's more like the truth. The creature from Black Lagoon.
I taken a plastic surgery. The people say that I'm ugly. I taken a plastic surgery. The people say that I'm ugly. Oh Lord, I send me child by the neighbor last Sunday to get some butter. I find the child was staying too long. The neighbor cross-questioned the child upside the down. Boy, how your father ugly so? Me boy child just tell them no. Yesterday he passed by we, and your father really ugly. When I go home, I'm going to tell me mommy, all you say me daddy ugly. The creature from the Black Lagoon is your father. No, I go tell me mama, the creature from the Black Lagoon is your father. I think I go lose my temper. They go charge me for manslaughter because this thing getting chronic. Especially my neighbor Monkey Eric and his children think I'm a coolie. Only pelting missiles behind me when they meet my son is a different thing. They will flock around him and start to sing, boy, how your father ugly so. Me boy child just tell them no. Yesterday he passed by we,
And your father really ugly. When I go home, I'm going to tell me, mommy, all you say, me daddy ugly. The creature from the Black Lagoon is your father. No, I go tell me, mama, the creature from the Black Lagoon is your father. I always discuss my beauty, and I know I'm not so ugly. The audacity in my sister calling me a hideous creature. You know the neighbor was there, so she started laughing. I nearly killed the girl in the kitchen. She scrambled my son from behind the head. I nearly killed my poor boy child dead. Singing, you're ugly just like your father, Mel. My son tell her, go to hell. My father have a good voice, and he is my mother's choice. And if he ugly is my father already. I can't help, believe me, I am definitely sorry if the creature from the Black Lagoon is your father. No, I go tell me mama, the creature from the Black Lagoon is your father. Oh no, I go tell me.
Welcome back to Caribbean Insight TV, the home for culture. And we are traveling through the Calypso journey of Fitzroy Alexander, aka the Lord Melody. In 1961, Belmont Jackass was an instant hit.
Man, you married a tramp and you cable me to come.
Hello, come.
And the day of the wedding, she loaded with ram. And the ring you presented was made out of brass. That is how I know your lousy wedding couldn't last.
Sparrow.
When your wife walking, people say she's shaking. She should wear a corset for the good she carrying. She should wear a harness. She face like Hamas. That is why me boys are called she Belmont Jackass. Well, the clothes that she wear on a gracious wedding night. It was rampant like hell and full of rat bites. With a short little dress, all the men could see. And she drinking rum and water and watching at me. When your wife walking, people say she's shaking. She should wear a corset for the good she carrying. She should wear a harness. She face like Hamas. That is why the boys are called she Belmont Jackass. I remember the night that she landed in Port of Spain. So much rum, so much beer, and so much champagne. As she reached in the nightclub, she snatched up a man. That is why you black up she eye and send she out of the land. When your wife walking, people say she shaking. She should wear a corset for the good she carrying. She should wear a harness. She face like Hamas. That is why the boys are called she Belmont Jackass. Well, your wife is your wife, I can't tell you what to do. But it occurred to me, she didn't love you.
because the thing that you tell me that you try to do, it have an ex-Grenadian with nasty habit like you. Sparrow! When your wife walking, people say she's shaking. She should wear a corset for the good she carrying. She should wear a harness. She face like Hamas. That is why the men does call she Belmont Orphanage.
Melody added another badge to his success when Guinness Cavaliers won Panorama in 1965 with Mass. late 1950s and early 60s, Melody made numerous stage appearances with the mighty Sparrow, with whom he traded friendly bads in calypso form. We in Trinidad call it pecan or fatigue. I saw big men cry and even fight when pecan started.
Melody and Sparrow, they were not enemies, but when they got on stage to bring an act to the people to satisfy the audience, you could have had a misconception because you would say, my God, these people must be hate each other. It wasn't so. After they leave the stage, they will get together and go and eat together and go to cinema together and so on. But for entertainment purposes, they would get on stage and rip each other to ribbons.
Lord Melody developed a friendship with the mighty Sparrow, and they delighted audiences with their jazz at each other at the tents. This is the Mystic Prowler, the 1998 Calypso Moana, with wars between Sparrow and Melody.
You went to St. Thomas, you pick up your bride, you went in the chapel, she was by your side. After you done married, you're feeling okay. Boo Boo Mel, just listen to what people have to say. When they see your madam walking middle of the street, people just stand up and look down at she crooked feet. I will say she husband goes perpendicular, so everybody does call she Madam Dracula. So Melody, come back and tell him, you married a tramp and you cable me to come. Melo come, and the day of the wedding, she loaded with rum, stale rum, and the ring you presented was made out of brass. That is how I know your lousy wedding could last. Sparrow, when your wife walking, people say she shaking. She should wear a corset for the good she carry. She should wear a harness. She face like a mask. So let me hear you Brooklyn people call she Belmont Orphanage. You went to St. Thomas, you carry Crystal. Crystal say your wedding was a puppy show with so much old nigger and so much of them. All you had to drink was then you bring the Yankee woman back to Trinidad. None of your friends don't like she too old and hard. I will say she husband goes perpendicular, so everybody sing and call she Madam Dracula. I remember the night that she landed in Port of Spain. Port of Spain, so much rum, so much beers, and so much champagne. As she reach in the nightclub, she pick up a man. That is why you black up she eye and send she out of the land. Sparrow, when your wife walking, people say she shaking. She should wear a corset for the good she carry. She should wear a harness. She face like a mask. So let me hear the voices call she Belmont Orphanage.
You had to develop a kind of thick skin, you know, a real leather type skin to deal with melody. And once you get over that, you know, you can deal with anything. Competition, yes, and the Calypso in my mind needed competition of that sort.
Well, Melody, come close to me. I will tell you plain and candidly. Don't stop it back and smile, because you have a face like a crocodile.
Sparrow, you shouldn't tell me that at all. I mind you when you were small. Many of the nights I used to mash your head in crossing to go on your mother.
false teeth. It's a lucky thing your uncle kick out for you to get the false teeth to put in your mouth.
That is all you can say in every angle and every way. But the way how you're watching at me, I go bust a right hook in your belly.
It look as if you want trouble here tonight. While you're always looking for fight. I'll tell you this candidly, that is why the jail never empty.
You know that I'll be proud and glad if Samson and Delilah come back to Trinidad, but when it come, I wouldn't go in the theater because look, the jabbing of the ass right here.
Well, ladies and gents, to tell you this, I'm sure when the circus was here, they had a big uproar. Walking hand in hand, the female chimpanzee take Melo for she man.
Sparrow, that is a mistake, and in my opinion, you give me a headache. This is what I'm forced to say, it's the same mistake you're going to make today.
Well, Melody, you have me in a rage, winding up on the stage. You feel you're looking cute, but when you finish, take off the dead man's suit.
You shouldn't tell me that. This is what I am compelled to tell you flat. I hope it doesn't say that I am crack. In a while I'll be whining behind your back.
Well, believe, don't touch my flesh. I wouldn't say you're fresh. Back to back, belly to belly, and I think you are slack.
By this time, Harry Belafonte's recording of Melody's Boo Boo Man was on the top 20 charts in the US.
I wonder why nobody don't like me. Or is it a fact that I'm ugly? I wonder why nobody don't like me. Or is it a fact that I'm ugly? I leave my whole house and go. My children don't want me no more. Bad talk inside the house they bring. And when I talk they start to sing. Mama, look at Boo Boo, they shout. But I tell them, shut up your mouth. That is your daddy. Oh no, my daddy can be ugly, so shut your mouth, go away. Mama, look at Boo Boo Day. Shut your mouth, go away. Mama, look at Boo Boo Day. I couldn't even digest me supper due to the children's behavior, John. Yes, Pa. Come here a moment. Ring the bell too much, too impudent. John says it's James who started first. James tells the story in reverse. I grabbed my belt from off me waist. You should hear them screaming round the place. Mama, look at Boo Boo. They shout. Then Mama, tell them, shut up your mouth. That is your daddy. Oh no, my daddy can be ugly, so shut your mouth, go away. Mama, look at Boo Boo Day. Shut your mouth, go away. Mama, look at Boo.
Now you see why it's only happening one place on Caribbean Inside TV. And your subscription will help fuel our journey on the web. As you look for that red subscribe button, I'll do this.
Melody, the kind of fella, was a kind of Robin Hood guy. Melody would, if he had money, man, he spent with everybody.
Greetings, my name is David Rudder.
I am Mavis John.
Yo, this is KMC.
I'm Nicole Graves.
Hey, this is Ronnie. This is Ronnie McIntosh.
Hi, it's Brother Resistance. I am Russ Shorty.
I make sure that I watch Caribbean Inside.
And so should you.
Caribbean Inside really is dynamite. Caribbean Inside really super was spite. Caribbean Inside enjoy day or night. Caribbean Inside really is dynamite.
Here's Harry Belafonte. This next song was voted by the Parent Teachers Association of America as the song that single-handedly did most to eliminate juvenile delinquency.
Yeah. Belafonte sang my song, Gin and Dinah, and he made a name for himself, but he already had a name, but he made the name even bigger. Then he sang Melody's song, Mama Look a Boo Boo, and well, we started feeling good in a way. Well, you know, at least we're gonna get some money, and we went up to the United States and sought him out, and Melody wanted some money from him, and I wanted him to open some doors for me.
He eventually came to New York, and he came to find me.
I met him on the street, and I said to him, I said, "Hi, Belafonte." And he stood up. Yeah. First time that man ever seen me. He said, "Who are you?" I said, "Melody." He said, "The Lord Melody?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Come in."
When this King of Calypso stuff came out, the Trinidadians went crazy. Boy, they went nuts. You call yourself the King of Calypso, and you never come here, and you never go up into competition, you never do jump up, you never go in the tent, you never do nothing, and you teach the music, and you call yourself king. How can you do that? And I said, "You're absolutely right. I've never been in the tent. I've never competed, because I never thought I could. I never wanted to. Those who possess the Calypsonian art are men of remarkable gifts, and there's a speciality to it that I'm not privileged to embrace. The fact that I've been called King of Calypso was not my manufacturing. Deal with those who market and sell you goods that you buy every day." I said, but what I did do was to use the environment of Caribbean lore to put us on the map at another level that I thought was instructive and creative for us. And in that service, if I've offended you, then I beg your forgiveness.
And from that time to about, 6 years ago, we was totally married.
I fell in love with the guy and his style and his talk. And we must have done about 6 or 7 songs thereafter.
A lot of comments they used to have on Belafonte here is that he teach the calypso and he can't sing calypso and he's spoiling the people calypso, but they never thought that Belafonte doing calypso would bring greater revenue to the individual calypso then.
Melody was one of the big elusive people in my life, and I admired him and the way in which he wrote things and the style in which he wrote. It was very, very influential.
This is Caribbean Inside TV, the home for culture and history. I'm Lady V. While on tour with Harry Belafonte in the early 70s, Melody was diagnosed with cancer. Now that the illness restricted his career, he became a bald-headed Rastaman, and his music gradually moved from calypso to the emergent soca and reggae style. He released the I Am album with local hits Rastaman Be Careful and Brown Sugar.
She said, "Call me brown sugar." She was high like a kite. She was dressed up in red that night. The disco light was out of sight. She said, "Call me brown sugar. Sweet romance is my game. I got pep and vitality. Come and make love to me."
They call me brown sugar.
I come from Guyana. I come here to disco. I come here to let go. She started to walk up, she 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 ran. You yeah. Hopodo, 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 hopodo. She said, call me brown sugar. She was higher than high. Play the music, the hardest hard. Me head feel bad, she shout. She said, call me brown sugar. Slow music make me sad. Play calypso stone on the heat. I'm feeling extra sweet. Call me brown sugar. I come from Guyana. I come here to disco. I come here to let go. She started to walk up, she 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 ran. You yeah. Hopodo, 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 hopodo. They call me brown sugar. I could make you feel sweet. I am youthful, just 21. Oh me, oh my, let's have some fun. She said, call me brown sugar. That you walk to the bar. Barman, have a drink on me. I'm feeling so happy. Call me brown sugar. I come from Guyana. I come here to disco. I come here to let go. She started to walk up, she 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 ran. You yeah. Hopodo, 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 hopodo.
In 1982, Lord Melody made another album, the soca-styled Lola. But Melody's health continued to deteriorate, and he died from cancer in September 1988 in Port of Spain. He had fought many calypso battles with the mighty Sparrow, and that put a strain on their relationship, causing it to split. But in the end, Sparrow claims his love and respect for the man, Lord Melody. You have been enlightened with this historical overview of one of Calypso's greats, the Lord Melody.
This carnival, we going to have big confusion, big bacchanal. Cause our favorite Calypsonian, Lord Melody, decided he couldn't wait no longer, so suddenly decided to succumb to cancer. All who wished him well, all who sent him to hell. Put your hearts together, let's remember Mel on the radio. Play one for Melo on your TV show. Play one for Melo. Don't forget the name. Play one for Melo. Melody of the woman's fame. Play one for Melo. Lord Melody gone. Play one for Melo. But his name must live on. Play one for Melo. I used to love to hear Jonah. Play one for My partner Mel, known to be a little mischievous, others may tell tales of him being very devious. Melo was tears, but still there was love between us. He had ideas that made him unique, ingenious. Tops when came to art, he sang from his heart. But as a person, melody was very smart. Elcock, will you please play one for Melo? Let him rest in peace. Play one for Melo. Just a little prayer. Play one for Melo. To let him know that you care. Play one for Melo. He was a legendary act. Play one for Melo. No one can deny that fact. Play one for Melo. I used to love to hear the weatherman like it. Play one for Melo. The weatherman like it. Play one for Melo. Somebody who called. Play one for Melo. Melody couldn't refuse at all. Play one for Melo. Belmont jackass, a Chinese man dead in a parlor, king ugliness, Pain and Barrow and Diana, the whistler, second spring with shame and scandal, the peddler, the weatherman lying, Michael, Jonah and the bait, Janet blow them way, old Smokey and Mama look up, boo, boo, day, all these hits he gave. Bill Simmons and Brother Dave. He was Swam and Debonair. With flamboyance and flair. Never miss carnival. But was always in Bacchanal. Hear him, glory mama, glory. Glory mama, glory. The spoiler who called. And Melo couldn't read the ball. Belafonte must give us an explanation. Come out and say what happened to Melo's millions. Harry is a multi-millionaire New Yorker. Melo was a poor man and he died a pauper. Tell Harry for me that Lord Melody was calling his name all in the cemetery. I don't know where to start, but let we sing one for Melo. We all must play with part. I tell you, sing one for Melo. Raise your voices high. Sing one for Melo. Oh, it may be hard, but try. Sing one for Melo. Melody was my good, good friend. Sing one for Melo. Right down to the very end. Sing one for Melo. I used to love to hear him shout, Jonah. Sing one for Melo. You did not play, yeah. Sing one for Melo. And Koto who called. Sing one for Melo. And Melo couldn't refuse at all. Sing one for Melo. Lord Melody gone. Play one for Melo. But his name must live on. Play one for Melo.
Well, fans, time flies when you're having fun. Remember to subscribe. It's absolutely free to keep our culture and history alive. I am Lady V, and I will catch up with you on the next pit stop. God bless and long live Calypso.
Can't deny that fact.